I am highly disappointed in my people. I am highly disappointed in my people, right? We allow others to manipulate us. It's like we don't have a mind of our own. We can't think for ourselves. We can't decipher a lie from the truth. Like, it makes me feel like we're just failures, right? And when Kanye West said we chose to be slaves, he's not talking about our people that was captivated and was in slave trade and stuff like that. He's not talking about them. He's talking about the modern slaves, because we're still slaves, right? Like we don't realize that we have the brain capacity to be anything that we want to be, and we shouldn't just stay in captive, right? We should ascend. You feel me? We're way better than this, right? And y'all probably wonder what I'm referring to, right? And it gets deep. It gets deep, and that's why in this video I'm gonna show y'all dates, and I'm just gonna show y'all solid evidence of everything that went on between the feud that took place between Terrence Ball Crawford and Errol Spence Jr., right? I'm gonna show y'all before Terrence Ball Crawford even came to 147, what was Errol Spence Jr. doing, and what was Errol Spence Jr. saying about Terrence Ball Crawford, and all the events that led up to now, right? Because it's a narrative that Errol Spence Jr. said and stated that he was gonna clear out his side of the street, right? Like, he's been saying that I'm gonna clear out my side of the street, and then when I clear out my side of the street, I'm gonna go get that belt, right? But I'm here to tell y'all that is a lie, and I'm here to show y'all events and dates to prove that this man never said that until Terrence Bud Crawford got to that division, right? And I'm gonna show you exactly what this man said before Terrence Bud Crawford fought Jeff Horn. Roll the tape.
Your word is bomb, bro. Your word is bomb, man. Your word is bomb.
Oh, what's up, man? So what do you tell Jeff Horn?
I mean, let's fight. I mean, really nothing else to say. I mean, he has a belt, I have a belt. Let's unify.
So it's safe to say Mr. Big Fish, a.k.a. Mr. Strap Season, was not talking about clearing out his side of the street yet. You guys got to remember, this was after he defeated Kell Brook for the IBF strap. So apart from the WBO belt, which was held by Jeff Horn, all of the other belts was held on the PBC side, because Keith Thurman was holding the WBA belt, and Sean Porter and Danny Garcia was fighting for the vacant WBC strap. If you guys think I'm making this up, it's right here for you guys to see. Yeah, this is when Sean Porter and Danny Garcia faced off at the Barclays Center September 8th, 2018 for the WBC vacant belt. Sean Porter defeated Danny Garcia, but mind you, this was after Terrence Bud Crawford defeated Jeff Horn. Terrence Bud Crawford defeated Jeff Horn on this date. Yeah, man, I can't make this up, right? Y'all seen the spade on the screen. It says Terrence Bud Crawford defeated Jeff Horn on June 9th, 2018. So that's 3 months before Sean Porter defeated Danny Garcia for the WBC vacant welterweight strap, right? So using common sense, Errol Spence Jr. would have more of a window to negotiate with Terrence Bud Crawford, because Terrence Bud Crawford fought 3 months before Danny Garcia and Sean Porter fought, right? 3 months, so then he would have more of a chance to negotiate with Terrence Bud Crawford, because Terrence Bud Crawford was available around those times, right? So why didn't Errol Spence Jr. try to get a fight with Terrence Bud Crawford when he was on air saying this?
Who is that guy in or around your weight class? Because I have an answer for that question. I think Stephen A. has the same answer. What's your answer to that question?
I mean, I really just don't know right now. For right now, it looks like Keith Thurman. I really don't know right now.
You don't see
I know
Terrence
what you're trying
Crawford?
to get to. You're probably trying to say Terrence Crawford.
Yes.
You know, that fight's gonna happen. Hopefully he beats Jeff Horn and gets that belt. And like I said, I want to be undisputed welterweight champion of the world. So when he does get that belt, we can make it happen in the fight.
So now he's stepping to him and he's his corner to at least factor that in. I don't think we're there yet.
I mean, I get you, but
it's a consideration.
I disagree.
Big left hand, right hook, uppercut, sends him back. Another left hand and a knockdown score. Let's see what Crawford does with it. Here he comes, backs him up with a left hand again. Horns in the corner, uppercut lands. Crawford on the attack. That's it. It's over. It's over. We celebrated it.
So you guys witnessed Terrence Bull Crawford put a brutal beat down on Jeff Horn, stop Jeff Horn, beat the living daylight saving time out of Jeff Horn, right? This is when the infamous side of the street started. This is when Errol Spence Jr. started the side of the street. When Terrence Bud Crawford pulled up on Errol Spence Jr. If you guys don't believe me, here's the clip. Roll the tape.
This is what I'm saying. This is what I read it all too. Terrence Crawford, wait till he get a belt. Yeah. He ain't did nothing in the welterweight today. When he get a belt, you want to go over there. Keith Thurman want to go over there, and now y'all want to say, "Oh, I ain't fought nobody," but I got a belt now, so
okay. Sean Porter got a belt too.
So now
Sean Porter got a belt too. Sean Porter. So why am I go to easy road and knock Sean Porter out? Why wouldn't I?
Look at this dude.
Why wouldn't I?
You a smart man, but not that smart.
I'm A-side. I'm A-side. Like I said, Terry Crawford got to come across the street. Terry Crawford got to come across the street. He got to leave ESPN and come to Showtime with Fox. Or they got to do something where they both work together. Then we both fight. So
You don't see me right here.
I'm not worried about it at all.
Tank about to drop a gem.
And I you know what I'm saying? And like I said, I'm not gonna discredit Terry Crawford. Terry Crawford, great fighter. I like the look. I like the way Terry Crawford fight. Terry Crawford fight. I respect him a lot. But like I said, he's on the wrong side.
Yeah, look, it comes down, just like Bob said, it's the fighters. It's always the fighters. When they ask for something, or it's a fight that can be made, we're going to go do it. We've worked with Top Rank, many times in the past, and it seems like the relationship's just been getting better and better. And I'm looking forward to tonight. It's been a great event, great promotion, and obviously November 20th, we're going right back into it again. So it's worked very well together. Thank you.
Hold up. Time out. Can you reverse what you just said a few minutes ago? It's the what? The fighters that makes the fight, that want the fight, you go get the fight?
That's right. And I know where you're going to go with this.
All right. I just wanted y'all to hear.
I don't know where you're going with it.
No.
It's a new day.
It's definitely a new day. It's definitely a new day, but I just wanted y'all to hear that on camera. So y'all know it ain't Terrence Crawford that's been stealing the fights, all the fights that y'all been wanting to see. I just wanted y'all to know that. Live and direct.
Yup, that was Tom Brown, matchmaker of the PBC. You heard what Tom Brown said. It's the fighters. If they want to fight, we're going to get that fight, and the fight is going to happen. But I want to ask you guys a question. Was Jeff Horn on the wrong side of the street, right? When Errol Spence Jr. said this right here.
So what do you tell Jeff Horn?
I mean, let's fight. I mean, really nothing else to say. I mean, he has a belt, I have a belt. Let's unify.
So let me get this straight, right? Both Terrence Bull Crawford and Jeff Horn was on Top Rank, right? But Terrence Bud Crawford is on the wrong side of the street. But Errol Spence Jr. was willing to unify with Jeff Horn, but he's not willing to get in the ring with Terrence Bud Crawford because he's on the wrong side of the street. So you guys got to make it make sense, right? It's evident that Errol Spence Jr. wasn't ready for Terrence Bud Crawford. He wasn't capable, or he wasn't confident in his ability to defeat Terrence Bud Crawford. So he made up a whole lot of excuse. It went from this, that, this, that, this, that, to this.
He gotta take a back seat and take that 60-40 or 70-30, wherever we give him.
If we fight, it's going to be either 70-30, 80-20. Was that?
Man, I was when
is
I
that
said
posturing or what was that?
When did I say that?
You know, that was.
Yeah, I said it on what's it called, but I was playing. I was serious about that, man.
Okay.
Like, people can't take jokes.
I had to. Shout out to Box or Die for that visual. I seen it and it had me dying, so I had to grab that. But Errol Spence Jr., right? He kept on moving the goalposts, right? He kept on moving the goalposts. So when Terrence Bull Crawford defeated Kell Brook, everybody said Kell Brook was washed up, right? And then when he defeated the unstoppable, the guy that they said that couldn't get out, I'm sorry, not unstoppable, but the guy that they said couldn't get knocked out in Sean Porter, he dropped him and then stopped him. His father had to throw in the towel, right? Terrence Bull Crawford raised a lot of eyebrows, right? Errol Spence Jr. was there at the fight, and he was mad as shit that Terrence Bull Crawford stopped Sean Porter. But that's not what this is about right here. After Errol Spence Jr. got his third belt against Ugas, mind you, this is when he had 2 belts, right? This is when he beat Sean Porter, right? He said after he got that third belt against Yordanis Ugas, he was going to make the fight happen. If y'all don't believe me, run the tape.
Oh, well, everybody know who I want next. I want Terrence Crawford next.
You're going to make that happen?
Huh?
You're going to make that happen?
Oh, definitely. That's the fight that I want. That's the fight everybody else want. Like I said, I'm going to get these straps and I'm going to go over there and take his shit too.
All right. Errol, congratulations. Terrific fight this evening.
Thank you. Man down. Strap season. I know what time it is, baby. Terrence, I'm coming for that motherfucking belt.
Sounds very convincing, right? Sounds very convincing. When you said that, I was watching the fight. I was at a bar. We was enjoying ourselves. We was drinking. We was watching the fight. When he said that, I'm like, oh, okay. Errol Spence got some cojones, right? Like, all this time, he's been running from Terrence Bull Crawford. He finally called Terrence Bull Crawford and said, I want to fight this guy. He didn't say nothing about no side of the street. He ain't say nothing about Terrence Bull Crawford. He ain't fight nobody. So, Errol Spence Jr. had me fooled until I seen this. So, the game continues, right? Tom Brown, we offered Canelo Alvarez $45 million for Charlo, $55 million for Spence at 164, or Benavidez at 168. So, Errol Spence Jr. was set to fight Canelo Alvarez at 164 if Canelo Alvarez accepted that fight. But Terrence Bud Crawford was not sent a contract at that moment, right? So now that the Canelo Alvarez declined that offer and said, no, that doesn't make any sense. Now Terrence Bull Crawford and Errol Spence Jr. is in negotiation. We see a whole lot of reports. A lot of people saying, oh, Terrence Bull Crawford don't want to fight Errol Spence Jr. now. Terrence Bull Crawford is asking for $25 million. Do you guys use the common sense that God gifted you with? Being that Errol Spence Jr. was saying 80-20, 70-30, 60-40 before he defeated Yordanis Ugas, right? What do you think this man offer is going to be, right? Because I see a lot of reports blaming Terrence Bull Crawford for the fight not taking place, saying Terrence Bull Crawford is pricing himself out. But from the looks of things, since Terrence Bull Crawford moved to 147 till now, as displayed in these videos and all of these articles that I've been giving you guys, right? Who do you guys believe is holding up the fight? You think it's Terrence Bull Crawford, the man that started his career at 135, wiped out 135, wiped out 140, came to 147, stopped all his opponents, including mutual opponents with Errol Spence Jr. within Kell Brook and Sean Porter? Do you think it's Terrence Bull Crawford that's holding up the fight? Or do you guys want me to play what Derrick James? Now, I'm not even going to do that, right? I just want to show you guys that it's a facade, right? These guys have no intentions of fighting Terrence Bud Crawford. I am not there in the negotiation. I can't tell you the depth of the negotiation. I could just go off pattern and what's been going on between these two guys. And fingers are pointing at Errol Spence Jr. and his team that these guys were never confident in Errol Spence Jr. when it came to Terrence Bud Crawford. Because you rather fight Canelo Alvarez at 164, which is not his 50-50 fight, that you're going to get your ass whooped, than fight Terrence Bud Crawford, the small guy that started his career at 135, for the biggest fight in boxing. So, with that being said, I want to know what you guys think. I want to know if you guys still believe that it's Terrence Bud Crawford holding up this fight, no matter how much I've disclosed, how much information I've presented to you guys. Do you guys still think that's Terrence Bud Crawford holding up this fight? Let me know what y'all think, though. Make sure y'all leave a like. Make sure y'all hit that subscription button. Make sure y'all share this video if y'all enjoy this content. That's all I got for y'all, and I'm out.
Can we be done with everybody else but Terrence Crawford? Can we just do Errol Spence versus Terrence Crawford?
I mean, that could happen. We got to see how it go. But, you know, like I said, I can move up to 160 and fight Canelo Alvarez.